More than 50% of the population in the United States have issues with attachment, and that means how it is that they form emotional bonds with other people. And this is so important because it impacts our relationships with our romantic partners, our friends, our colleagues, and of course, our relationship to ourselves and self-esteem. So my name is Bev. I created this channel to talk all things about attachment styles and how it impacts us throughout our life and our different life cycles. If this is something that is of interest to you, please give us a like, subscribe, and share it with your friends if you think it's worth sharing. Let's dive in. If there's anyone that's going to ghost in terms of attachment style, it's the dismissive avoidant and or the fearful avoidance, right? So someone who's leaning on the avoidant attachment style, ghosting would be part of their playbook. Okay. Now, ghosting isn't really a new phenomenon, right? Ghosting just means that I'm stonewalling. I'm refusing to engage. Something, I see something as being maybe triggering to me, or I don't want to deal with it, or I don't like conflict, so I'm just going to walk away. People do this to other people all the time. With ghosting, which is a horrible behavior, by the way, we know that we see this in the, electronic forum because there's this sense of there's no consequences to doing it, right? So it's like I may never see this person again. We don't have any friends in common, so there's no consequence to me just cutting off communication. So that's where we see the rise in frequency. But the actual behavior of I don't want to deal with this, I'm just going to stop talking to someone, that behavior isn't new. That's been around for a long time. It's one of the ways in which humans deal with what they perceive as stressful moments. Now, it's not a healthy tactic. There are far better ways, and I think that ghosting and stonewalling and ignoring are terrible ways of communicating. And I want to tell your audience, I have been ghosted myself, and it's not fun. It's very disrespectful. But I want you to know that I promise you, when you are being ghosted or if this has happened to you, it's not about you. It is about the other person's inability to simply communicate the simplest of messages, which most of the time is something like, I've enjoyed meeting you, but I'm not feeling a romantic connection. Like it can be said in two sentences, right?
Yeah,
And
exactly.
yeah. And so someone's inability to just say those two things um, gives you so much insight into their level of emotional intelligence and maturity, right? So when someone ghosts me, I almost sort of look up and I go, thank you for showing me who you are. Before I get too deep in, before I start to develop an attachment or I really start to like you, thank you for showing me your limitations because now I can see clearly you're not for me.